Fill your cart with 1 gallon Bonnie Veggies and Herbs. 3 for just $12. Now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid to July 4th, Continental U.S. only. See store for details.
Mitch Lyons here from Lyons Kids Room. Are you prepared for a prosperous retirement? Are your accounts protected from the next market crash? When should you take Social Security and which pension option should you choose? Are you confident that your portfolio will meet your needs? Lyons Kids Room can help you with these questions and more. Call us for our complimentary second opinion service to see if you're on track for a prosperous retirement at 1-800-584-6108. That's 1-800-584-6108. Lyons Kids Room. Prosperity is a choice.
Buy low, sell high at Ed Cohen Chevrolet in Rockford. Buy low, save 17% off MSRP on every LT model Traverse in stock. Only at Ed Cohen Chevrolet. That's almost $7,000 off. That's less than a GM employee can buy a Traverse. Sell high. Ed Cohen Chevrolet will give you top dollar for your trade. 17% off MSRP. Top dollar for your trade. Buy low, sell high. Only at Ed Cohen Chevrolet in Rockford. I just want you to know.
Hey, this is James Westmore from Keep Your Money Show, and if you are not listening to us every Saturday at 9 a.m. right here in DDL, you are missing out on the longest running financial program right here in West Michigan. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. Keep Your Money Show right here on 107.3 WDDL.
This would be his first big 3 for Stump Ron movie trivia. We start with Rob at Comstock Park. Rob, you're on with Rob.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, in Finding Nemo, what address was Dory trying to remember throughout the movie?
Damn it. No, that's
no.
in depth.
Ben might know it. It's something Wallerberry Way. Something
Yep.
Walbury Way. I'm blanking on the number though. 280 Walbury Way. Waterbury.
I know
Way?
that sounds
Wallerberry?
familiar. Are we on the right track at least, Rob?
You are on the right track.
Gotta come up with a number then.
69.
No. 280 Wallerberry Way.
T. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way.
Well done. Hang on, Rob. Well done. Hang on. We got
Julius, I'm impressed.
put him in the running for the movie
His
tickets.
phone was great, by the way.
If we only get
We have 4 sets of tickets.
We do? Okay, good. Yeah, well,
Just give them.
we'll just give them to him. Good call, man. Oh boy, we're about to get energized here with America's most exciting voice. It's Dean from Utica. Dean,
Such haters.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Very well.
Oh man, I'm so bored.
Yeah, my question for you is Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, which one of Pooh's friends lost his house in the storm?
what?
One of Winnie the Pooh's friends, in the blustery day, lost his home.
Would be Piglet because it's mud and mud melts kind of during a blistering day.
Or was it
Blistering day.
a blustering? Or was it what
Yeah,
do you
Did I say blistering or blustering?
Blustery, yeah. Mud melts in a blustery day.
Or like it cracks. I don't know. It just things happen.
Or it could be Eeyore because he's so sad.
I think it's-
his house blew away.
I'm gonna go. I think you're right on that, Ron. Let's go with Eeyore.